Hi, everybody. Sorry for the bit of delay. It's all my fault. I need to learn how to send links because it's happened a couple of times. Um, so we are here with Luke Buckley, who is going for I don't know why can't
Welfare inequality.
I
Yeah.
quality. I just can't speak today.
It's okay. You've done how many interviews have you done now?
I think 12.
Yeah, I think 12 interviews deep. I think you're allowed have allowed to be a little bit brain mush.
Yeah.
I would be probably 4 interviews deep. I'd be the same. So it's okay.
Right. So we'll just get straight in. So, Luke, tell me a bit about yourself.
I'm a 21-year-old from Cavan, studying politics and history, and I'm in my final year. Uh, what else?
Shit. I just said shit. I'm so sorry. I don't know what just happened there. Well, I feel like the Cavan representation has been actually excellent during this. I'm going to see if he's okay. The Cavan representation during this campaign has honestly been amazing. I think I have family from Cavan, and I don't know. Like, there's just so many people from Cavan and Maynooth. I can't believe it. Okay, I think he's back. Are you back?
I have no idea what happened there at all. Sorry. I think my internet just cut out.
I was just saying, the Cavan representation in these in this election. Like, I didn't realise there were so many people from Cavan and Maynooth.
In first year, I realised everyone in Maynooth's either from Wexford, Donegal, or Cavan.
Yeah.
Like you know, like if a one member of your friend group isn't from Donegal, Wexford, or Cavan, there's something going on. Like.
Brilliant. So tell me how. Describe yourself in 3 words.
When you sent me the questions originally, like I didn't know what to describe myself as.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about it, and I'm very passionate about everything to do with the Students' Union. So I say passionate, friendly. I like to think I'm outgoing, but I guess my friends determined that. And caring. I know I'll do anything for my friends, and I know they'll do anything for me. So
they're brilliant.
They're 3, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get stuck into the nitty gritty. So, what do you think the role of welfare and equality officer entails?
Well, personally, I think every student goes under the remit of welfare and equality.
Yeah.
Because no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, everyone struggles with the same things, especially in college. Mental health is a big issue to every student in college, especially coming up to exam times. You can get stressed, you can get worried, and I think we all need to be like in the same mindset, like that no matter who we are, no matter where we're from, we're no different than each other when we're in college, because it's just what college life is, if you get me. Yeah. And I think that's the welfare part of it. The equality part is that we need to make sure that every student has their voices heard, and there's every student is treated the exact same as the person left and the person right to them. So yeah, that's why the bare bones of what the welfare and equality role entails, I think.
Excellent. So, what do you think you can bring to the role?
Well, I got elected as a member of the student senate at the end of first year. So I started in second year, and the first thing I did was for my first senate, I had a motion out on the production of sexual harassment posters and detailing what consent is and isn't. And I think that just shows that like I want to get stuck in straight away. That even that my first time, I didn't even. I wanted to get stuck in. It's not that I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. The first thing I want to do is actually get some work done, and I think that's just shows a little bit about myself, that I'm really raring to get it to work. If you get me.
Yeah. Excellent. So, you probably touched on it a little bit there, but how have you been involved within the university and the Students' Union so far?
Well, I'm a 2-term independent senator now, so. Yeah, and in first year I was an academic rep as well, but I won't really talk about that because I didn't really know until like the end of the thing that I was actually elected. But but yeah, I did. I was a academic rep in first year, and I'm a two-term independent senator. So like all 3 years, I've been fairly engaged with the union. I'm a member of the Facilities and Services Feedback Committee for 2 years now, which goes through the facilities the university, the students' union provide, and we acted as a liaison to the facilities to serve the university the facilities the university provides as well. So that's the toilets, the sports equipment, the gym, all that type of stuff. So yeah, I've been fairly active in that regard.
Yeah, I'm actually learning so much more about Maynooth. I've been
Yeah,
second year, and there's things that people are saying about committees and stuff, and I'm like, I've never even heard these things. Like,
yeah, I never heard of any of them until I actually got stuck in, and I think we really need to publish them so that every
yeah,
student knows that like if you had an issue with to do with just say you struggle to open doors or whatever just because you have a disability or whatever, and there's no disability access, like we should know that there's a committee there for you that will actually fight your battles for you, so you don't have to worry about having to go the long way around. I know if just say the arts block didn't have an automatic door, that it was a pull door, that like we can, instead of going the whole way around arts block to go into it, we actually there's a committee there for you to fight your battles
that's
to
really
ensure that
interesting.
yeah.
Okay, so tell me a bit about your campaign. Like, I've seen it over social media, and I know it's tough being online. That's why I
Yeah,
wanted to create these interviews as a basis for the candidates to talk about their campaign, also to learn a bit about them themselves. And like, it's great with like the hustings and I saw you on Good Morning Maynooth.
yeah,
And I just feel like those are such like valuable platforms that we've had this year to provide more exposure for the candidates. So
yeah.
tell us a bit about your campaign.
Well, off the bat, it's stressful. It's
Yeah.
stressful doing an online campaign, but it's fun as well. I would be lying if I said I didn't like the attention that I'm getting. I do like it. I do like the attention from it. I have a group chat, the campaign group chat, and everyone's like asking questions or whatever. And when I tell them that I'm about to post, they're all ready to go to like and share and all that. So like, it's good in that regard. But I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
It is starting to take its toll on me, but I know I'm raring to keep going and just finish it out and finish strong.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's fun. It is
Yeah.
really fun. I kind of wish we were in person doing it because I was a part of a campaign last year, and that was really fun. Being around people, going on nights out, wearing the shirts, wearing headbands, and all that. It was really fun. But yeah, no, I've climatized to the online world.
Brilliant. So if you were to succeed in the role of welfare and equality officer, how would you campaign for the students?
Well, when you look at my manifesto, a lot of it is would be background work. So I want to set up an ethnic diversity, well, a diversity council, so we can actually have minority and marginalized groups put to the forefront of the union, so their voices can be heard. But I also want to lobby the university to actually really increase its funding in the student health centre. In my opinion, it's a disgrace, and it needs to be seriously overhauled and seriously reformed to actually be fit for purpose and not the mess that it is right now. I want to make sure that no matter who you are, no matter where you are, you do feel safe on campus, because there's a lot of people that don't feel safe, especially at night time, especially walking home from nights out or whatever, that they don't feel safe. And I want to make sure that we have a culture of promoting true, like, I'm trying to think of the word now, promoting like true inclusivity and like a proper experience for all students.
Excellent. I think I've got a bit mixed up, but anyway, sorry. So, how do you plan on securing the votes of the students?
Uh, well, I think just being myself is a big one. I'm not a facade. I'm who I am online. I'm who I am now. That's why uh, I've kept a personal aspect to my campaign. So if you know me, I use Twitter a lot, and I didn't set up a new Twitter. I use my own personal one. I still act the same way as I am on that,
Yeah.
as I would be campaigning. So I'm who I am. What you see is what you're going to get. I think what I'm offering is really is a realistic, tangible goals, a realistic, tangible, like ambitious things that we can do if we just all like work together and do it, which is something that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to like just because this is my final year in Minute. I've experienced so much great things, and I want to pass that down. But I want to. I've also experienced the negatives of like waiting for well, like I was ill last year and I was waiting for an appointment with the doctor on campus, and eventually I had to actually pay money to go to the one on in Minute Town because I just couldn't like my health was came to the forefront, so I had to make sure that that was healthy before waiting 2 weeks before I get actually an appointment. So like there's stuff like that that needs to be sorted out, and just experiences that my friends have been telling me that like thankfully I don't experience these things, but they do. And it's upsetting that it's like we still live in a place where like racism is rife, sexism is rife, consent is not at the forefront. The consent isn't a mandatory thing on campus. Like there's not a mandatory education on on consent on campus, which I think is just it's disgusting. It just shows that some people are second class citizens in the eyes of the state, and I want to change it.
Excellent. Yeah, no, like my sister was welfare and equality officer. Was welfare officer at the time in IT Tala. So I know a lot about and I was quite young. I was about 16 when she was. So I remember being so shocked about like learning things, and like I remember just being like, oh yeah, but like when I get to university, you know, like they'll have figured all that sort of stuff out. And then when I came to university, I did see it. And I was like, oh my god, like it's still such a prevalent thing. It's like there's still so many prevalent things out there.
Yeah. Like it's so prevalent that like it just like I have an older brother who went through 3 years of college before I came to college, and me and him have the exact same experiences with college. So that means like people that aren't like that have experienced the negatives of college have also still experienced them, and like I know that if nothing gets done, my younger sister is going to experience these things when she goes to college, regardless of where she goes to. And I have a younger brother who is going to experience these things. And it just, if I don't stand up and fight for what's right, like who's going to? Like that's not just it's a me thing. Like we all have to stand up for fight for what's right, even if it doesn't affect you. We all have to do it. If you get me?
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, this is kind of getting into the quick fire. I realised I put them in the wrong section.
Yeah, but, it's okay.
What has been your favourite memory? We've talked a lot about negatives and different things, but what has been your favourite memory at Maynooth?
So I have two, unfortunately.
Oh.
So, yeah. So in first year, I became friends with this with a lad called Liam, and me and him started posting on the Maynooth Freshers page just really, really bad memes and just really just awful, like annoying posts. And then I met these two other lads who were friendly with Liam, but I didn't really know. They started posting like against us. So we had like this little meme war on the first year freshers page, and I didn't know until this year that like people had me blocked on Facebook because of it, which I thought was so funny. And I always look back on like really fond memories of like the start of first year, because I really became who I am now in college. The second memory was the Maynooth Games. Did you have Maynooth Games because you were second year?
I went in second year now.
Yeah, in first year I think it was the last year of the Maynooth Games, and there was this one challenge to do something with Smooch because it was sponsored by Smooch. Do you know the ice cream thing
Yeah.
in London? Yeah. So me and the same lad Liam walked out with his smooches, and it was shot like the video was shot like The Office, so it was like really like lifelike, and we walked over and just like started dipping into our hands and just started eating it and screaming, and it just like a lot of people just looking at us, but it was so funny, and yeah, I actually found that video there a couple of weeks ago, and I died laughing.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so now we're going to officially get into the quick fires. Quick fires are my favourite part of the interviews. I just feel like you get such a sense of the person. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Luke, tea or coffee?
I'm a tea man.
Oh, Lions or Barry?
The Aldi one. I don't know what it's called. I think it's Havens. I think that's what it's called. I can't afford Lions or Barry.
Just a student.
Yeah, student life.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Ooh, do you have any dogs?
I have one dog. His name's Kenny, and he's part beagle, part Labrador, and until like recently, when we took him to the vets, he's also a little bit of huskies thrown in there as well, apparently. So, yeah.
But like being in lockdown, I'm sure you've watched a lot of telly. So,
yeah.
What's your favourite TV show?
I love 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. I love it. My favorite thing to do would be to like just go on YouTube and just watch like the 10-minute clips of them or whatever. I think everyone on that is hilarious, and I've regularly like fallen off the bed crying laughing with it. Like it's funny.
Brilliant. And a kind of similar note, favorite film?
I don't really have a favorite film. This was asked my Instagram Q&A once. See, I have movies that I like really now that I will watch over and over and over again. But I also I've like comfort movies that I always go back to. So one of them's Forrest Gump. Brilliant. I love Forrest Gump. I remember the first time I watched it, I cried at the end of my nana's house. Like I don't know why it was like that weekend I was over for the weekend, and like Saving Private Ryan, which is a Tom Hanks movie, Forrest Gump, and then Toy Story was on. So for some reason it was some like Tom Hanks weekend that was on. But yeah, Forrest Gump or Goonies, the 1987 or 84 movie. I love it so much. So much. There was
a time where I just couldn't watch it. Like it used to freak me out. And then I got a bit older and I just fell in love with it again. Like it's just amazing.
I had it on my PSP, so I take my PSP to bed and then watch it when I shouldn't have been watching it, like on a school night or whatever, like when I was like 10 or 11. And I always wanted to be Data in it. I want to be like a James Bond inventor, Data, but now I don't really see myself becoming a Data now. Don't have the brains to be one.
Gosh. Sunrise or sunset?
I like a good sunset. But recently, if I was up for the sunrise, that would be good. Yeah. But yeah, I'm more of a night owl, so I think sunset.
Or like you just get sunrise and sunset in the same time.
At the same time, because I'm only awake for then.
Brilliant. Okay, so I kind of got this idea from like I'm a Celebrity. You know, at the end when they have like one meal, like a final meal. Yeah. So if you could have one more meal to eat, what would it be?
I'm tied between my nana's white wine chicken thing. We call it the chicken thing. We have no idea what it is. It's a white wine sauce with like sliced potatoes and like creamy garlic potatoes, or my mom's lasagna. They're both class, and it really depends on the day. But I think my mom's watching this, so I'm gonna have to say my mom's lasagna. Brilliant.
What is a quote or a saying that you live by?
Back in first year, I was on a football team, like a 7-a-side soccer team, and there was this lad on it who kept on saying "Vamos, we move." So I've only ever said vamos we move. Jason, if you are watching this is for you. But I say vamos we move a lot. And I have no idea where it comes from or anything like that, but it's one of my go-to sayings, I guess.
Brilliant. Now I'm going to throw this in because I saw on your story that you bought a lot of Jaffa cakes the other day. So my question is, cake or biscuit?
It's a biscuit.
Oh, 100%. Thank God.
I think it's a biscuit. I've also been asked which side is the bottom, which side is the top.
Oh.
Because apparently the biscuity part of it could be the top, but I don't. If anyone's watching this, if they think the biscuit is the top, you're wrong. It's a chocolate.
Yeah, it's always the chocolate.
It's always a chocolate, yeah.
And you eat the chocolate, then you eat the orange.
Yeah, and then you eat the thing, yeah. Apparently, if you can push it up. Sorry, I'm trying to show you. If you can push it up, and the chocolate just slides off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my friend Aoife can do it, but I've never been able to master it yet.
I think I need to buy some Jaffa cakes.
Yeah, I'm probably going to buy some Jaffa cakes after this, to be honest.
And my final question for you is, what's one thing about you that surprises other people?
I don't know. I watch a lot of TikTok, so I'm really good at memorizing things on that. But I don't think that's really surprising. I think everyone's really good at it though. So I really like to read. In my spare time, I read or listen to audiobooks. So I or listen to I love podcasts. I'm a big man for a podcast now.
I love podcasts.
Yeah. I think that would be. I don't think that's surprising though. I think everyone does that. I think I'm more of an open book than most people. So
Brilliant.
I don't know.
That's right to be.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I really, really enjoyed our interview.
Yeah. Thanks so much for having me. It's been fun. It's been a nice 20-something minutes though to de-stress from the campaign.
People get to know you.
Yeah, exactly.
And tea and coffee and Jaffa cakes.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to have loads of them. I'm probably about 48 now.
Before we go, I just want to put out there, like I have in every other interview, please register to vote. Please vote on March 10th. It is so important. And I was talking to one of the candidates the other day, and he told me that only 20% of the students voted in the last election, which is disgraceful.
It is disgraceful, yeah. It just shows that, going forward, we need, if you really want to get engaged with the union, just vote. It's the easiest thing to do. It takes about 2 minutes to register. And most of these are already registered as well, because if you've been on MU Life, you're registered as well. So, it's simple. It's a few clicks of your phone, and you'll be registered. And then on March 10th, vote for everyone.
Anything you'd like to say before we go?
If you're watching this and want to get engaged with my campaign, it's Luke for Welfare on Instagram and Twitter, and my Facebook is Luke for Welfare. I'm most active campaign wise on Instagram, but if you want to see my personal side, follow my Twitter as well. Great. So
thank you so much for joining us today. Really, really appreciate it. Good luck.
Thanks very much for having me. Yeah, you're good at questioning it.
Thanks. Just love talking. Thank you so much. Bye.
No problem. Bye.